So guys, the governor of Bauchi State has come out today, Tinubu, that is going to be war between Tinubu and the North if Tinubu continues to target those who are not APC members. Now, see how this headline here captured it. It says, there will be war if EFCC does not stop persecuting non-APC members, Bala Mohammed. So this is what he's saying, that it is going to be war if this trend does not stop. Tinubu targeting the opposition ahead of, the 2027 election. And we know that Tinubu has been in the business of wooing others to join the APC. If you don't join the APC, it's going to be hard for you. Now, recently, the governor of Zamfara State came out to say that Tinubu shared about 500 billion per governor, that he did not receive any because he is a member of the PDP. You can see how this headline here captured it. And it says, Tinubu giving only APC governors 500 billion naira each as palliative. So guys, this is coming from the governor of Zamfara State. This article is dated 17th of February 2026. So it's a latest headline. The man came out lamenting how Tinubu is using taxpayers' money to fund his political agenda. If you join the APC, you get money. We all know that Tinubu is already giving governors the subsidy money. Because if you ask Tinubu, where is the money you have saved from subsidy, he keeps telling Nigerians that he gives it to governors. But the governors are not giving it to the people. They are saving all this money for political agenda. So guys, this is what is happening. Tinubu is really targeting the opposition, guys. And now this headline came out yesterday and many people have reacted to it. It says, NSA Nuhu Ribadu accused of unlawfully detaining woman for 10 months for recording alleged romantic video call with Tinubu. Hey, this one got people talking. Nigerians have been wondering, does Tinubu also do romance? Can you imagine? Nuhu Ribadu is detaining a woman for 10 months now because they recorded her romance video with Tinubu. Guys, this one caught many people talking. I mean, there are a lot of reactions coming from Nigerians as regards to that. But before we take a look at some of the reactions, this person here said, okay, this headline here says, Yoruba Union slam Tinubu. Nigeria is not for you, but everybody. You can't assent to defective Electoral Act. So guys, the same Electoral Act, people have been wondering how come Tinubu signed this bill into law within the space of hours. You know that it was approved by the National Assembly. Tinubu just didn't read the bill. He just signed whatever is contained in it. Guys, there's nothing we've not seen under the Tinubu's leadership. So I'm just going to allow you to take a look at these videos and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.
Such as Afenifere and Ohanes Ndibu, along with civil coalitions, warned that vague failure clauses could enable a return to manual processes and weaken public trust. The National Assembly ultimately retained manual transmission as a fallback, citing infrastructure and security concerns. Former INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner Mike Igini cautioned that discretionary network claims could endanger presiding officers, while Obiageli Ezekwesili, former education minister, backed e-transmission as vital for curbing rigging. In contrast, Sheikh Hussaini argued that technology alone cannot ensure credible polls, underscoring that the integrity of the 2027 elections will depend largely on INEC's implementation and possible judicial interpretations. Now, after signing the act yesterday, which hurriedly, according to the opposition parties and all of that, civil society organizations, the president said quite a lot after signing. I would like for us to get a video of the president, what he said after signing the Electoral Act, so that Barrister Darlington will, fall on that and help us make sense of the signing into law of the new electoral bill and what the president said and the consequences surrounding all of that and the concerns of Nigerians, how all of that will be addressed in the coming days.
At that read time or no. And we are all going to see democracy flourish. It is time that we have confidence in our system. No matter how good a system is, it's managed by the people, promoted by the people, and the result is finalized by the people. In fact, for final results, you are not going to be talking to the computer, you are going to be talking to human beings who will announce the final results. And when you look at the crux of various arguments, maybe Nigeria should question our broadband capability. How technically are we today? how technically will we be tomorrow to answer the call of, either read time or no? And as long as you appear personally as a manual voter in any polling booth, but ballot paper is given to you manually, you decide in a corner and thumbprint the party of your choice, you cast your vote without hindrance and any interference. Ballots are subsequently counted.
Now, there you have it. The president said quite a lot. He said, well, you're not going to be talking to computers. You're going to be talking to human beings, talking about the human angle to the conduct of the elections. And the president said something about well, we should question, the integrity of our broadband, the strength of it and the connectivity, network connectivity and all of that. Barrister Darlington, the president hurriedly, according to Nigerians, the president hurriedly signed the new Electoral Act into law. Why the rush? Because there are times when a particular bill passes through the Senate or the House of Representatives, and after the harmonization and all of that, and like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we are asking questions, what happened to that bill? We are told that, well, it is awaiting the president's assent. But this one, in less than 3 hours, despite the pushback, from Nigerians, from civil society organizations, from opposition parties, in fact, some members of even the ruling party, the president went ahead hurriedly within 3 hours and assented to that bill. Why the rush? Do you understand any of it?
Yeah, Mr. Okoro, what I think has happened is that the president just told you where his interest lies. Everything about this administration today is all about 2027. Anything that will give him an advantage, he will not waste a second to take it. And so the Electoral Act is in tandem with what they have in mind and what is going to happen. So I don't see why he will not sign it. I don't see why. The electronic transmission is there, the manual is there. So they can always, it's open to manipulation. That's just the truth. Like I said, when you hear manual, it's prone to manipulation. That's why they put manual there.
There's a section of the video that we didn't play, and the president was very emphatic. He said that the collation of the result, that in the process of collation, that manual collation will be central. More like dismissing the fact that, more like a reversal. Instead of saying that e-transmission should be central and manual as a fallback, the president clearly said that the manual collation will be central and then made the e-transmission more like a fallback. Is that what it should be?
No, he's talking to himself because the Electoral Act did not say so. What I'm now saying is that no matter what he says, everybody already knows where he's going. Like this manual thing I've told you is subject to what? Manipulation.
People say e-transmission is also subject to hacking, to being hacked, to compromise.
It will not be that simple. Oh. It will not be, because the moment you put anything inside the system, all the agents have the copy. All the agents say, whatever you are doing there, you're on your own. But this manual now, imagine what will happen if an entirely from EC8A is now brought from somewhere and filled. Imagine, and then maybe the signature of all the agents are now doctored and inserted in it. Will you challenge such a result? You can see.
Barrister, what happened, what went down in the U.S. elections in 2022 between Russia and America? The dust is yet to settle. So do you rely the fact that, well, if you rely exclusively or almost exclusively on electronic transmission, that there wouldn't be problem? Like some people are saying, it's also open to compromise. It could be hacked.
Look, one of the reasons why you have government is to be ahead of the criminals who want to sabotage the system. That is why you're a government. You must have to be ahead of the criminals who are always trying to sabotage the system. But you must prove that you're a government. You are smarter. So if you know that such a thing is likely to happen, what are you supposed to do?
How will you know? How will you know? Did Obama know Russia was going to compromise the U.S. election? And does it look like, or does it mean that Obama wasn't a good president?
You learn
or
from
that the American government didn't exist at that point in time?
Look, you learn from what happened to others.
Okay.
With that kind of
compromise
incident.
Okay.
Are you not supposed to? The firewalls are there. All these tech guys who are all over the place. Why not hire them and say, look, nothing must go wrong with these votes. Okay. Come and protect it for us. Is it not possible? No, tell me now. Is it not possible? So when they are saying all these things, they are just working towards an answer. So that by the time it will now have, they say, but we said it now, you do not agree. Why not provide a safety guard against these things? In other claims, don't they conduct watertight elections? I mean, watertight. Nothing will escape. So those people, I don't know how many that are there. It's just that we are too lazy on these things because we don't want to produce a credible election. That is why all these excuses are coming from right, left, and center. The electronic transmission will be hacked. The manual can be manipulated. Then what are we going to do? Do we go back to option A4? No, do we go back to option A4 then? So that as they are lining up, you are counted, everybody will see what happened on the spot.
The problem is not with the voting. The problem is with the collation of results.
It's the same thing we are talking about.
Okay.
Because the people that are even doing this, you are not even sure of them. The INEC staff.
That's exactly what the president said. The president said you will not be talking to computers, you'll be talking to human beings, recognizing the human angle to the conduct of our election.
I am very sure that if nobody dissolves the INEC staff, they are going to do their job. But a situation whereby they are being bullied, threatened, and all that, induced with money, what do you want them to do?
But let's return to the rush. Now, don't you think that the rush has to do with the FCT elections are coming up on Saturday? Don't you think that the president quickly signed it into law so that it could take effect and INEC could use it to test run, the FCTA council elections? Don't you think that could be the reason for the rush?
That was not the intention of that act. To use the FCT to test run it.
No, but it could be happenstance.
That was not the intention, though.
A particular election has to be used to test it.
That's what I'm saying.
And probably the president didn't want to miss the opportunity of using the smaller election coverage to test it. Don't you think it could be the reason for the rush?
If it is so, then thank God for that. But can he take the same measure in other bills or act that will come before him from the National Assembly?
Well, history starts from a day.
Good. And must not stop in a day. Okay. History starts in a day, but must not stop in a day. There should be continuity in all aspects, especially important acts of parliament that come before him. He should not waste time on all those ones, because I can be very sure there are some acts of parliament before him that he has not signed into law. There are many of them. So what is he waiting for? So the summary is that he's just interested in this election that is coming. So everything that has to do with it, he will do everything as long as it will favor him. That's just
Mr. Agoma, we'll talk about Nigeria beyond 2027 elections. I'd like for us to continue to interrogate the president's speech after the signing into law of the new Electoral Act. Now, the president said that Nigeria does not have broadband connectivity to sustain the e-transmission of election results. Isn't that a direct indictment on this administration for our own president to come out on national TV, international, because Reuters and others, everybody globally they were watching. We have international media in that conference, and the president said Nigeria does not have broadband connectivity to sustain the
in this age and time.
In this age and time, isn't that a clear indictment of this administration? Something that he should be ashamed to tell Nigerians and the world.
And to think that Nigeria is 66 this year. So if you have a man of 66 years in a family, he did not marry, no skill, no education, he's not even doing any business. Or
probably he's married but cannot fend for his family.
How can you not marry when you cannot fend for the family? He's not married.
No, but we see that happen. We see that
they can't marry a wife and give you. You have to go.
Barrister, you said Nigeria is 66. So let's assume that if at the analogy you are making that even if it is married, he's unable to fend for his family.
If you cannot be able to fend for your family, what is the essence of your being there?
That's exactly my point now. According to you, Nigeria is 66 and we're unable to solve our problems. And we have the head of the family telling us, like, well, this is the problem we have. And because we have this problem, we cannot build something on that problem. Instead of having to, shouldn't the president have, worked towards solving this problem before signing the law?
Telling us, yes, that will tell you. They don't want you to move forward. All these leaders you have today, they are anti-tech. They are anti-technology. I'm not joking. Anti-technology. So whatever you are doing now, I remember when during the campaign, one of the presidential candidates was talking and giving statistics, giving data, using it to buttress his points. And the other person say, share na data we go chop. Tell me any modern government that does not use data in whatever they are doing. Just mention that government. Donald Trump is always tweeting on his phone. Anywhere on his phone. He doesn't wait until he gets to the office.
Well, our president says he doesn't like going to social media because Nigerians insult him. But he has his handlers doing all of that.
True. But his people can insult other people, Abi. By another guy can insult people. Really? You can see. So what I'm saying in essence is that, Mr. Crow, we are not there yet. Seriously, we are not there. Seriously. The type of leadership we have in Africa is an embarrassment on its own. An embarrassment. Because most of them, they are not cut out for leadership. They don't happen to stumble on leadership. Ab initio, they are not supposed to lead anybody because they don't know what is governance. They don't know. That's why when they make statements, they don't even look at the implication and the import. They just open their mouth and talk anyhow. That the giant of Africa in this age and time does not have a broadband. They don't have even light income. He made a mistake. He would have told the whole world that we have only 4,000 megawatts of electricity. So there's no light to even power the system. He would have added that to it. And then people will clap for him.
Barrister, you sound so funny and I don't want to laugh.
Oh, God.
No, like I said,
whatever he's going to, you carry cheerleaders. Whatever he said, they will clap.
Even at the signing ceremony, after signing it, everybody
they were clapping.
Everybody was clapping, and Nigerians were questioning why will all the number of people gathered there, just for the president to assent to a bill? The Senate president and the Speaker of the House of Representatives who have just been okay, for him to sign. Meanwhile, people had to abandon their responsibilities elsewhere, just to come clap when the president signs. What does that tell you about?
They don't have any responsibility. That is why they spend the whole time on this bill. Something that would have done under 1 hour without anybody breaking head. So this is what they wanted to do, and they spent all that time bickering and shouting and making noise. They don't have anything doing.
Okay, now when the National Assembly came up with the excuse that, well, we cannot follow this track now because we have network connectivity problem. The Association of Licensed Telecom Operators of Nigeria, ALTON, said, no, it is not true. We have the capability, to conduct and in fact use the e-transmission as a tool in the conduct of our elections. So if we have this association that technically is in charge of the base, of this problem, of the base of this structure, and we have people that are coming from outside to say, no, what you have cannot serve us, and the people are saying what you have can serve you. But why do we have this dissonance, this disconnect?
Because government want to listen to what they want to listen to. If not, are they not supposed to call all these tech guys, all the networks, invite them to the house, question them before the whole world, let them tell us. Is that not how it's done? So that from their own statement and from their own administration, we will not know what to do. But they don't want to call them because they know that they are going to get an embarrassing answer. The networks are ready. They have said it that they can cover the whole Nigeria. They have said it. So why didn't you invite them to confirm what you are saying? The 9 states that Agbabio told us that don't have, where are they? Which are the 9 states? He mentioned them, but he didn't call the network to come and validate it. So that tomorrow we can use what they said. But he knows that he cannot do that. That will amount to a suicide mission. Because no network can come to them and tell you that we cannot cover Sokoto. We cannot cover Medugri. No network. All of them are ever ready because they are making their money as they are using their services. So why would they tell you that they can cover where? Okay, these terrorists that are doing selfie and content creating in the bush, Misokoro, what are they using to do it? Is it spirits? Or are you not seeing them? Inside the bush. I mean, real forest, virgin forest that nobody have entered in the last
maybe
500 years.
You recall that at some point, Daniel Bwala told Nigerians that we cannot get them because they're using Starlink, and Starlink is a network that Nigerian operators don't have access to. Probably they're using Starlink.
Are you serious?
No, that's what Daniel said.
So how did they now get connected with their own network? Misokoro?
But you heard Daniel Bwala say that. I'm not the one that said
the man that, you see, it's not enough for them to say. Interrogate what they are telling
you. Didn't you hear when Daniel
said? Who interrogated it?
No, you are interrogating it now. But at least you heard him at that point.
For you to get connectivity, the other end must have access to you.
The back end.
I'm telling you. Can you just bring such a technology here and it to start working? No connectivity.
My direct question now is, didn't you hear Daniel Bwala say that?
If he said it, have you not? Who are you even talking about? You, this man that speak with 3 mouths. No, this man that is that the person you want him to listen to. What have he told you that is real? Remember what he told you about Tinubu?
No, you raised the issue of why terrorists and bandits, are doing selfie.
It is not true. It is not true.
I just volunteered probably an explanation about.
I said it is not true.
Okay, it's not true.
They are using our network.
Okay, not Starlink.
Not what he told us. He would have even told us how. How did it work? How did you know that this is the network they are using? When Arewa told you that, we listen to them, we hear them, we see them. We listen to their conversation. So how do you explain that too?
Well, maybe you know that Arewa is in the eye of the storm now. He knows people that hack phones. Phone lines
the guy is even a tech guru. They should have employed him instead of persecuting him.
No, Barrister, since the president ascended to that bill yesterday, in the evening of yesterday, Nigerians have been kicking. Opposition political parties, PDP, SDP, Labour Party, ADC, civil society, obvious Kwesili, people have been kicking. Do you think that any level of pressure will make the president or the National Assembly to revisit the issue?
No, it's not possible.
So as far as you're concerned, it's a done deal?
I mean, as far as Tinubu is concerned, because he's the one that
So no level of pressure, even if Nigerians troop to the National Assembly or to the streets. Now, if Nigerians pour into the streets, you think that the president will not change his mind?
No Nigerian is pouring into anything.
No, but assuming
I said it can never happen. Don't assume what can never be. This opposition, they are not good in mobilizing.
You're also assuming what you don't know.
Because you have seen it now.
We have not seen it. You are the one saying it. Because last week, Nigerians were at the presence of the National Assembly to protest.
How many of them?
So what tells you that they can't come out again?
How many of them?
It doesn't matter.
I was expecting 2 million people there.
There could be an overflow next time it happens. What if there's an overflow? So you think the president will not change his mind?
It will not happen. As long as
what will not happen?
I said,
Nigerians pouring into the
what are they coming to do? What are they coming to do?
To say, no, we don't want this.
Look, both the e-transmission and the manual are now legal. You can challenge it to court. At least that is a victory for democracy.
Okay.
It's no longer at the discretion of any annex staff. The two of them are now made legal. So what are you going to protest again? What are you talking about? They are not legal. Whichever way that default,
if they wouldn't listen to Nigerians when they protest, Is it going to court that will solve the problem, especially when Nigerians say that even the judiciary has been captured?
Look,
as an institution of government.
It is not left for you, the opposition, to be vigilant during the election.
Okay. That's the only track
That is the only way. Because he who alleges must prove. If you are alleging that there have been rigging, then you can prove it. With these two systems in place, you can go to court with it. I mean, nobody will deny you that right. That's just the truth. So all you need to do, employ your own high-tech guys to monitor what is going on and all that. That's just the simple truth. Go and look for those who know this thing, who are experts in it, to come and tell you all the details and what can go wrong. Then from there, you monitor your votes. That's all.
Mr. Agomo, in the process, leading up to this ascent of the, bill into an act of parliament, the world has been watching, and the back and forth have been going. Now, how does that portray the image of Nigeria abroad? I mean, the world's most populous black country. We can't get our elections right, and we are, going back and forth. No, we don't have connectivity. No, the connectivity we have is unable to do it. Some people are saying we can. Some people are saying we cannot. What does that say about Nigeria? How do you think that the international community will regard us within the Committee of Nations? When we go out there, to say something, how are they going to respond to us?
Of course, we are just told them that we cannot manage ourselves. That's just the simple explanation here. We just told the whole world that we cannot manage ourselves. Something as simple as conducting an election, we can't do that. And so they see you as somebody that need their sympathy, somebody that need help, somebody that is behind time. That is just the impression here. And so when you come out and they'll just be looking down at. In fact, our brothers and our kids are kin abroad. The shame and embarrassment is on them because they cannot be proud to call themselves Nigerian. Somebody will look back and say, is it those places where they are rigging election in 2020?
But why are you making light of this situation?
No, I'm telling you what is untenable now, because I remember when the certificate issue came up, some of them were served from their places of work.
Which certificate? Okay,
so from that time till now, has anything gotten better? We are still in the bracket of unserious country. Not even a country of particular concern. This one an unserious country, a country of a disgraced nation. So, I mean, you don't need to be told.
Mr. Agomo, if we have, because we are unable to fight insecurity, we have now outsourced our security, to the United States, to Turkey and France. You recall that the first time the president went to France in 2023, after he was sworn in, he signed an MOU with the French government about protecting about coming to help us in insecurity. Now we are dealing with the United States and Turkey. If we are unable to conduct our elections, will you be surprised if tomorrow we invite foreigners to come help us conduct elections? It might sound stupid, but then some people are saying, well, we also need foreigners to come help us conduct elections. Do you see that happening in the near future if we continue to travel in this direction?
Already, your tax is being outsourced to France. Did you not hear? I mean, do you not hear that France is coming to help us to ordinarily collect tax from Nigeria?
Was it concluded?
It was not concluded. Who told you it was not concluded?
No, I'm just asking.
Did they withdraw them? The thing is going on. It's just that they will not see it. Even the tax, this thing that was supposed to be on hold, gradually they have started implementing it, but they will not tell you. That is how crooked this administration works. They are never pure in anything they are doing. Never pure. That is, they are never transparent. So this election, I will not be surprised if they will call one country tomorrow and say, yes, they are experts in election conduction, so they should come and help us out. Yes, it may happen. It may happen seriously. They will now wonder those who claim to have brought democracy to Nigeria, those who claim to have fought for democracy. So what did they now fight? What did you fight?
Maybe they are still trying to perfect the democracy.
But after how many years? No, after how many years, Mr. Ogoro? There are things you will tell a kindergarten, he will understand, not an adult. Seriously.
No, before we leave this topic of discussion, the president said that manual collation remains central, to the conduct of our 2027 elections. What does that tell you about the 2027 elections? If we are asking for e-transmission, our president says manual collation remains central instead of e-transmission. What does that tell you about
the opposition must not allow it, because what we have from Akpabio is that manual should be a fallback. It's like NEPA and generator. The manual should be a fallback. It is not the main thing. They say where electronic transmission failed. That was his very word.
But the president said it will be central. So does it look like the president
That is not in his purview.
Does it look like he slipped? You know, it was a slip of the tongue. Was it intentional?
He wants to impress himself. It is left for the opposition to implement what was said by the National Assembly. The president is not the National Assembly who made the act of parliament. He is not. So the onus is on the opposition now to be vigilant and monitor what is going on at various polling units. That is all. For you to go to manual, you must prove that there is no network to power even with all, you must have done everything. Yes, you must have done everything to transmit before you can now go for manual. So whatever the president is saying, he's on his own. This election can be conducted without any interface with anybody.
Okay, but Mr. Gomo, we'll continue to interrogate the electoral process, at least now that INEC has released the election.
At least, yeah.
Now let's go into another topic that is related to, within the realm of politics. The World Congresses of the All Progressives Congress, APC, ahead of its national convention, have been disrupted by violence, deaths, and confusion in several states. In Ondo State, 2 people were killed and 3 others injured after armed thugs attacked participants during the exercise in the Arewa local government area, prompting a security crackdown. Now, there are conflicting reports. Some say 2, some say 4 deaths recorded. Well, in Delta State, suspected political thugs allegedly linked to a federal lawmaker disrupted proceedings in Isoko North local government area, leading to the collapse of the Congress there. Elsewhere, heavy security was deployed across Benue State to ensure a smooth process, with party officials supporting peaceful conduct in all 23 local government areas. However, in Adamawa State, the APC postponed its ward, local government, and state congresses, citing internal reasons amid speculation about possible political realignments involving Governor Amadu Umaru Fintiri, whom we hear is dumping the PDP to the APC. Mr. Gomo, just what congresses, and we are seeing this, deaths, killings, thuggery, and all of that. Is it a sign of what is to come?
Of course, it has been foretold. Mr.
Who foretold?
I foretold it, yeah.
Okay.
You cannot
so you have become a political prophet.
Yes, you cannot deny. I foretold it, and not one, not twice. As a matter of fact, it is obvious. When you have too many strange bedfellows in one room, there is going to be commotion in that room. That's the truth. There is going to be serious commotion in that room. That is Fuji House of Commotion. That is what I term APC. By admitting all manner of people. And they're even proud. You remember when the president was very proud of it, that APC is the most popular growing political party in the whole world. I said, really? Now, it is not enough for you to tell me that you are... So, the work has come. Manage the different opinions and different ideas and different human beings that are in that party now. Let me see how that will pan out. That is just the truth. Even when the direct primary has been chosen, it will still cannot help. Remember, in the Electoral Act, they said it's direct primary. Is that not true?
Okay.
That's what they choose. It cannot save the situation. Because every member of the party is now to participate in electing their what? So, how do you think these political warlords in different localities will like it? No, tell me. Because the idea of choosing who will go to represent and who will not go is no longer with them. And so they are not finding it funny.
Now, could this be the problem when we are seeing this during APC Congress?
Of course.
Because apparently, this could be the control of the soul of APC across the state, because who controls the grassroots structure will eventually control the delegates.
Exactly.
And with the delegates, you can say, well, this person is going to Senate, this person is going to become governor or House of Reps.
That's it.
Now, in all of this, Barrister, does it look like the APC might be heading towards implosion? You know?
It is something that will happen. It's not as if it is something that will happen more so when they don't have a leadership at the apex structure of the party. We should look at the organogram of the party. It is only one man that is up there. The BOT, Board of Trustees, that is the highest advisory board, is not there. It's not there. So who will tell who? Who will tell this person what to do and this person what not to do? The National Working Committee are selected. They are the apron string of the man up there. So the leadership is not there. It's just the dictatorships of one man.
So what it means is that they have a centralized authority and it could work for them.
No, it cannot work because we are in a democracy.
We have seen that work in several places.
It cannot work. We are in a democracy. Okay. This will be the test of that. Look, bullying people.
This thing has been tested for the past 26 years in Lagos and it seems to be working.
Oh God, that was Lagos. So,
okay.
Like I tell you, what's it called? Edo no be Lagos.
But it happened in
Nigeria no be Lagos.
But it happened in Edo. It happened in Ondo.
Listen to me, Mr. Okoro. If a student uses Expo to get 9 A's in WAEC, are you an intelligent student? Can you claim that you're
Mr. Gomo, the APC prides itself, as a party with very strong cohesive tendencies. That anywhere there is problem, they have a way of settling it like a family problem. What PDP used to be. Now, APC prides itself as that. And if you go through the stage, you discover that at any point there's a problem, the president steps in and everything, dies down. You think that will not happen before 2027?
It's not quelling any problem. He is inducing people to fall in line. He's threatening people to fall in line. Like this thing that is happening in Edo State now. In Ondo State now. Apparently, those people did not agree with what they are saying. That's why they killed them. Is that not true? Including the monarch. Anybody that does not agree with them, of course, the result is what you are hearing and seeing today. Is that how to settle a matter? No, tell me. Do you call that a settling matter? By eliminating opponents who don't want to agree with you.
But sir, you always make reference to Niccolo Machiavelli, who wrote The Prince.
Yeah,
and
the Angels
wasn't that his style, and it worked for him.
Oh, no.
So why is it not going to work now? What makes you think it's not going to work now?
No, it does not include eliminating human beings, please. It means that you have to be crafty in order to circumvent your enemy.
Isn't that what the president is doing?
No, killing people is not part of it.
I don't know about the killing of
people. But people died now. You don't know about people. You just
they got caught in the crossfires.
No. It was deliberate. Like the monarch that was dragged out of his palace.
Okay.
And when he was trying to resist, they killed him and dropped him on the road. Is that part of Machiavellian principle? Tell me.
It could be.
No, it cannot be.
Okay.
No, it cannot be. Eliminating an opponent
because the prince was feared at some point. The prince was feared. Because he instilled fear in people.
That was not the intention of Machiavelli.
Okay.
Yeah, the prince must be crafty enough to manage the different people in his domain. That if he begin to kill everybody, then who will he control? No, look at it yourself.
But Barrister, you are trying to invest some interpretations, to what Machiavelli said.
Let us not misinterpret.
I also read that. I read that book copiously, and I understand what I'm saying.
You can equally type 48 laws of power.
Okay, Barrister,
what did he say?
In all of this,
there is no place that says you must kill.
If you believe that the that the APC could be, I said may, you said no. That it will certainly. If they are heading towards implosion and all of that, is there any opportunity, in that for the opposition to exploit and say, okay, this is our opportunity to take out the ruling party, if not at the central level, but in places that they have strongholds now? Is there any opportunity for the opposition parties?
Why not? If they are good at their game, why not? This is how to exploit the weaknesses in the ruling party. Because I remember how they got Amechi in Rivers. The moment Mrs. Jonathan snatched the microphone from Amechi, somebody saw an opening and he moved in. That was how they wooed Amechi to their side. Is that not true? Whenever you see a crack in your opponent's camp, please go and fill that camp with your presence. That is the Machiavellian principle. Use it. That is where I will not even blame anybody. That was exactly how they got Amechi from Rivers State, from PDP to APC. Now, if you have an opposition that is laid back, an opposition that is not as crafty as the fox, is it the problem of the ruling party? These are things we are talking about. You must be very, very adept. You know, didn't the Bible say you must be as wise as a serpent? So if you are not good in taking advantage of the weaknesses of the ruling party, then you have yourself to blame. I've said it yesterday, or is it this morning, yes, that the opposition are not doing enough. Most of the advantages they need to exploit, they are not exploiting it. On their own side, there are things that this ruling party have done, which the opposition would have capitalized on, but they are not doing it. They are not. Seriously.
Anyway, Barrister, let's see how it pans out in the coming days, weeks, and months. When you talk about the fox being smart, I was told that hedgehog is even smarter than the fox itself. But let's move away from that. And let's go to northern Nigeria, where the Arewa think tank.
The serpent is Satan.
I didn't say serpent. I said hedgehog. Hedgehog.
Yes. But you said it's more clever than the fox.
Than the fox, yes.
I don't think so.
No, that's what I was told. And it's been confirmed. Barrister, the Arewa think tank has warned former Kaduna State Governor, former FCT Minister Nasiru El-Rufai not to mistake President Bola Tinubu's patience for weakness amid his feud with National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. The group's convener, Muhammad Alhaji Yakubu, accused El-Rufai of trying to distract from allegations of corruption and mismanagement during his tenure, urging him to stop politicizing national security and instead clear his name. The group also backed the federal government's cybercrime charges against El-Rufai over the alleged unlawful interception of Ribadu's phone's communication, describing it as a serious breach of national security. It called for a thorough investigation and prosecution, insisting that no one is above the law and that accountability must prevail. Mr. Gomo, El-Rufai has been detained by the ICPC moments after he left the EFCC detention. Is this all about crime or is it about politics? 2027, what do you see?
When you hear things like this, go and check. Who is behind what? The people you mentioned now, who is behind them? What is their political leaning? Who have talked to them? And what is the inducement? They can't just make this declaration against their own. It's not possible. So go and check. Something is onto us here. Barrister,
this is not the first group that is saying it. Hakim Baba Ahmed said, well, El-Rufai, go and sort out yourself. You know, I mean, if it's an issue of fraud, go and answer to it. Don't politicize it. Don't make it look as if, well, they are hounding you because you belong to the opposition. So who is behind him as well? He was the president's special advisor on politics before he dropped, anchor and left.
They can ask El-Rufai to go and sort out himself, Abi. But Malami, they are behind him.
Who is behind him? No, people have also been saying, no, Malami, don't frame your issue around persecution and northern interest and all of that. I mean, if you have questions to answer, go and answer them. So does it look like the North is waking up now to say, well, if you have stolen us blind, you should account for it?
No, it is a subterfuge because that is not their character.
Okay. Yes. And you think that, nature itself is dynamic?
So guys, let me take you through some of the reactions coming from Tinubu romantic video called Nuhu Ribadu arrests detaining a woman for 10 months for recording alleged romantic video call with Tinubu. Nigerians have reacted saying, Tinubu and romance, where are they? How can, what's the compatibility of those two words? Now let's see this person say, you people shouldn't distract us, please. Having the name Tinubu and romantic in the same sentence should unarguably win the 40th joke award of the year. We are more interested in chasing APC out of our yam ban. And this other person here say, woman, romantic, video call plus Tinubu, how? And this other person here said, no wonder, official part, enter power. He just order yacht and presidential jet immediately. Baba for girls. And this other person here said, hey God, Nigerians will not finish somebody. Honestly, the way people are reacting, that Tinubu really have time for women. Now this other person here say, this your story no clear. who go clear me? Guys, I read this yesterday. I was just laughing. And this person say e no dey pass sex. The future of Nigeria is being spent on sex, car, party, duplexes, foreign trips, and the rest of it. And this other person says, so Tinubu even gets strength for romance with Nigerian women. Another person here said, hey, another person here say, you just dey read some comment and you just logged out of the comment section of that post. Then you read some other post comment. You just shut out of Twitter for that day as liquor everywhere. Which of the Tinubu? Which of the Tinubu? Is it the Tinubu that I know? And this one say a nation becomes unsafe. The moment power fears exposure more than the moment power fears exposure more than injustice. Because when truth becomes dangerous, freedom quietly dies. And this person here said, please, is it the Tinubu I know? Another one says, other reporters has long been known for peddling fake narrative. Malam Nuhu Ribadu, a symbol of success, remain a target for mischief. The claim of unlawful detaining a woman over a romantic video call with President Tinubu is pure fiction, baseless, false, and unsupported by any fact. Okay, and this other person here says, so Baba, we know where. The fine woman too. This person here said, if you don't want people to have a recording of a romantic video call, do not make such a video call. Why is a man who can barely stand or walk probably making a romantic video call? What is he saying? Can you imagine? Now, this other person here said, APC versus Nigerian people, let's teach them to respect us. With the opposition will win 2027. Why the opposition will win 2027? Massive electorate, overwhelming dissatisfaction, growing mobilization, 2 days of civic duty, protect your vote. I think this sounds good. The people have the power. Come out en masse. Protect your vote till collation finishes. Future government work for the better people. So Nigerians have no option. You have to come out and vote if you're expecting a better Nigeria. You can say, romantic video call. That kind of play is too much now. If now President Jonathan, that can be a good idea, but this administration will fold you if you try that. Make them no go beg or go. And this person here said, if you want to know account that live on APC 3K, they will start their comment with the story is false and misleading. And this other person here said, so he wants to do another Abacha. Another person here said, without this gist, how manage? Where is the energy? Tinubu still get feeling for women. So guys, and this person, please, who did you say she was doing romantic video call? Just went through the comment section. I noticed that the majority of the people are seeing SR for who they are, always reporting fake news. I'm sure this is an imagination of your team and can't be true. This person say, so that ugly Tulumbu still the port. As usual, Sarah reporters don't carry headline run before proof show. This allegation against Nuhu Ribadu needs solid evidence, no be their regular sensational style. This is more to know. There is more to know about the NSA than just what he looks to be. Why will you detain the young lady? She have right to live her life, her private life. Likewise, President Tinubu have right to live his private life. Why did Mr. Tinubu allow the video call with the lady? This person even had to tag NSA Ribadu. You know, Ribadu kindly release the innocent woman. So guys, and this person here say, I'm tired of Sahara Reporter fake news and propaganda. This story is completely made up. If it's actually happened, you don't have proof, but you have nothing. Stop acting immature and do better. Sure. Last, everybody is liable for arrest in Nigeria. So guys, this is what is happening. I don't know what you make of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.